My folks came here, or my grandfolks came here in about 1911, and I think in about 1928, if I remember right, they started raising funds to build this hall. My grandfolks and Dad helped build this hall, and then they worked on it they didn't build it all in one time. This hall was built in sections. If you look around, you can see where the window holes were cut in, and then they kept improving as they got more money. They added the kitchen on, and they added this room on over here, and they've just improved it as time went by. And like I was raised at Oden, so I was down here with Donnie all the time. And our family has been here ever since, and we've participated in the hall.
I've been here for 82.5 years. And when I was just real small, I used to come down here with my folks, and I used to sleep right over here on the bench while they was dancing.
I slept with Donnie over there on the bench a lot of times.
They were like little brothers when they were kids.
Yeah, no, we had some good times.
Yeah. Okay, we moved here, my folks moved here from Coeur d'Alene in 1943 over on a farm about 2 miles from here, east of here. And my dad played for the dances down here in the band called the Night Herders. And there was 7 of us kids, and so we always came down here on Saturday nights and put benches together and brought blankets and pillows, and that's where my brothers usually slept.
In 1928, my grandparents bought 89 acres over here on Oden Bay. We moved over here in 1947, so basically that's when my connection started to the Oden Hall.
I have been in this community since I was 8 years old. The Oden Hall was a very important factor when I was a kid. The Grange was very active.
I moved out my junior year, so died 51. But I was born in Sandpoint. I've been here my whole life.
And when I was 13, I met my husband here. And I was not allowed to date till I was 14. And back then, we did not have modern bathrooms. We had the 3-holer in the back. And that's where us girls had to go, and the guys got to go outside. So we were not allowed outside during the dance. And Blaine asked me to go home with him, and I went out there, and there stood my dad, and he said, "Back in the hall."
I was a senior, and she was a sophomore, and we dated on and off in high school. Then I went in the service in 51, and when I came back in 55, well, we started going together again, and we got married in the fall of 55.
Married 57 years.
We used to come out here to dances when we was going together after coming out from the service. I guess we came out here too when we was going together in high school.
We met in high school, and of course, being her dad played for dances, why we came down here dancing all the time.
Yeah, danced a lot down here.
And the rest is history.
We met, I was working down at Albany Falls building the dam, and I came home one night and they was having a party here, and she was here with her folks, and we danced.
Yeah, and he asked me for a date. So, or asked me if I'd go out the next weekend when he got back.
So then we danced here every weekend.
Yes, we did. We could still go dancing if they had music.
Not this hip hop.
Not this hip hop. No.
In the early days, about the start of the war, we had roller skating in here. One armed guy, what was his name, Don? Yeah, he rented the skates out, and we'd come down here and roller skate. Pretty every weekend during the war, there was an event here. The Navy come up here. We always had a big group of Navy people out here.
The band was playing down here, then they would have the women cook all the hamburgers and pies, and they made all the pies with honey because sugar was being rationed during the war. And they sold and made a lot of money in the kitchen with selling hamburgers and pies.
And my dad taught hunter safety here, and he had an exceptional shot in hunter safety, and she went on to participate in 2 Olympics.
Everything, this has always been done here, and we always danced here.
We had our 25th anniversary here, and there's just all kinds of people had their anniversaries and things here as the years went by. Yeah.
At the harvest dinner, why, you can come down here to the harvest dinner and you see more people
all
than you
your
know
friends.
all through Sandpoint, because a lot of the people in the Oden community have been here for many years.
I
The
know,
Oden Busy Bees
but-
are the oldest women's organization in Bonner County. So we're kind of proud of that. And Jerry's mom belongs, my mom belonged, you know, all the family, our kids belong, our daughter belongs. And so it's one of the old women organizations, and we still have a good time.
I think right at the time, my mom is the oldest member right now.
I think she is, yeah.
She's 95.
And I've been a busy bee since I was 16 years old. Not everybody joins a older club at that age.
But anyway, we're the busy bees are the ones that take care of it. Yeah,
And have for many years.
many years.
I thought it was when they all got together, it sounded like a bunch of bees.
Humming away.
A few years ago, this is our polling place for Oden Precinct, and so we had to have handicap ramp, because that was the law now that we have to have a handicap ramp. So the guys all got together and brought the equipment down, and we poured that handicap ramp. And it was the year before, the snow took the chimney off, so everybody was down here. New chimney was put up, and the grounds were all cleaned, and everyone worked and picked up. So every year it's a project.
But everybody chips in normally.
Yeah.
The first grant we got from the Idaho Heritage was a chimney for the furnace. And so that was put in. And then we got another grant, and Blaine took the old stove out, and then he had to put sheetrock up. And he helped Jerry and Don do the handicap rail.
Well, we continually work on it. We had it painted inside last year. 2 years ago we had the outside painted. Last year we changed all of the plumbing so that we can drain it now so that it can be used in the wintertime.
But we do, we come down, everybody works together and you know, bring good food, and we just have a real good family atmosphere.
I guess that's about all I can say. I don't know too much more, except it's been a beautiful hall.
So it's a lot like the rest of them. It's been a real family type place where we all connect. And lately we've been having a lot of memorials because everybody said it's such a warm place, and it's a place they like to come and share, and it's a happy time for everybody. And the Busy Bees, we have done a lot of community stuff, and it is such a worthwhile thing to be able to share the hall with others. And it does take a lot of work, but it's really been a joy.